Jurassic terrain. It's a haven of lush vegetation, teeming with some of the finest examples of wild animals. Jungle Boy. He's quite the specimen, capable of traversing on 2 limbs or on 4. Part chimpanzee, Jungle Boy is a deft hunter. He's also one of the cleanest animals you'll find. One must always be mindful in the Jurassic terrain. Ferocious creatures lurk in the depths. Luchasaurus, king of the jungle. He has the teeth of a carnivore, but really, he's just an angry herbivore. Luchasaurus does not like to be bothered during his supper time. But he's always ready for a fight. Together, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy can hunt down and kill any predator. Oh, it's just a babysaurus, and a naughty one at that. Marco Stunt, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, Jurassic Express. Together again.
Now let's go back to the ring for our next bout here on AEW Dark. Jurassic Express meets Santana and Ortiz in tag team action.
The following tag team match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making their way to the ring, the team of Marco Stunt and Jungle Boy, Jurassic Express.
Jurassic Express has won over the hearts and minds of the AEW faithful, but they are still looking for their first victory in an all-elite wrestling ring.
The slippery little jelly bean, Marco Stunt.
Marco Stunt, Baby Saurus himself, along with Jungle Boy. They have their work cut out for them.
Now these two lovely neighborhood boys.
And their opponents from New York, New York, Santana, Ortiz, proud and powerful.
Santana and Ortiz, proud and powerful members of Chris Jericho's Inner Circle. And we saw them last week on Dynamite cause absolute chaos. They blindsided Dustin Rhodes. And tomorrow night in Champaign, Illinois, your main event of the evening will be Santana and Ortiz teaming up with Sammy Guevara to take on the team of Dustin Rhodes and the Young Bucks, a match that you will not want to miss.
Oh, heck no, that is, as we say, a dynamite match.
But Santana and Ortiz can't afford to look past a young and hungry Jurassic Express. And as I mentioned, still looking for their first victory here in AEW.
Well, you know, I wish them all the best, but if they got those chanclas with them, then I don't know, it's all night Donkey Kong.
Referee Aubrey Edwards drawing the duties for this matchup.
Hey, you said duty.
Santana and Ortiz suffering their first loss in AEW just a couple weeks ago at the expense of Private Party. Santana and Ortiz were sent tumbling down the rankings. Here, those rankings released every Friday on social media, on Twitter,
Hey,
AE Wrestling.
Who releases those? I need to have a talk with them. You know, nothing Nothing you need to be concerned about. Just a little chit-chat.
I would direct you to the social media office. It's very well, good signage, clear signage in the backstage area, and those are the people you want to talk to.
Okay. Well, this match is underway.
Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt, as I mentioned, fan favorites here in AEW, but they are the two, I think the two youngest competitors in an AEW ring, and that means they are the least experienced, but they have heart for days, but Santana and Ortiz with experience and with a pronounced mean streak, Nyla.
Oh, yeah, but, I mean, it's pretty cool that Marco Stunt's teacher let him, have off to come here and do this. What's he in, like 4th grade?
It's actually Thanksgiving break.
Oh, wow.
I was about to say a clean break there from Santana, but not the overhand chop there to the chest of Jungle Boy.
No, it was a clean break. He went to give a celebratory high five. Jungle Boy missed it. That's what happens when you live out in the wilderness eating bungleberries and beetles and whatever.
That's why they say always keep your hands up. Santana demonstrating his power advantage, dropping Jungle Boy to the canvas. Jungle Boy escaping, and now has the wrist of Santana. And now this packed house here in Chicago trying to intimidate Santana and Ortiz, saying Marco's going to kill you, but I think it's going to take more than that to intimidate Proud and Powerful.
A little bit more than that, and I think they're going to bring it to bring that intimidation to Jungle Boy. I mean, this kid, I heard he shops at Banana Republic. Come on.
My slacks are Banana Republic pants. Oh, Jungle Boy step up work on Rana. Takes down Santana. The wild swing and the miss there by Santana. Goes underneath for the trip. Santana rolls through.
They ain't ready. Look at that.
But Jungle Boy there with the exclamation point drop kick. And you have to imagine the confidence of Jurassic Express has been raised by the return of Luchasaurus.
Yeah, but where is he tonight? Quite frankly, I think he might be the weak link. He's holding him back.
Marco Stunt with that spear in the corner, and now the assisted spear. Marco being driven into the midsection of Santana by his partner Jungle Boy.
Did you just call Marco Luchasaurus?
By accident.
I can see how you would confuse them. I can see how you would confuse them.
Step up Enziguri there as Jungle Boy steps through. Stop to the back of the head. And cannonball senton. Cover, 1, 2, and Marco very nearly thrown out of the ring there by Ortiz. And look at this.
Look at those shots.
Hammer and anvil elbows there from Marco Stunt.
Those arms, they're so aerodynamic. They just cut through the air. You could hear it from here. It sounded like the old Power Rangers.
That elbow bone of Marco Stunt being driven into the head and neck of Ortiz. And now quick tags in and out by Jurassic Express. This is how they overcome that size disadvantage.
Again, like I said, I'll give credit where it's due. Using your partner like a weapon, I'm all for that.
Ortiz goes over the back, rolls Marco Stunt through into the waiting arms of Santana. The boot into the German suplex. And Nyla, you yourself have experienced wrestling much smaller opponents, namely the AEW Women's World Champion Riho. How would Santana and Ortiz prepare for somebody the size of Marco Stunt?
By having breakfast, by showing up to work. These guys at Jurassic Express, they spend all their time in the jungle, but they're not ready for this concrete jungle. Santana and Ortiz are going to bring it to them. 1, 2, kaboom.
And Marco valiantly trying to fight up from the canvas, but Ortiz just digging
the claw.
Yeah, digging those fingernails into the back.
They ain't ready. They not ready. Look,
Aubrey wants no part of that. Beautiful. Back suplex, 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Marco able to kick out. Very arrogant cover there by Ortiz.
I got to give it up. This kid is resilient, though.
Yeah, Marco has got more heart than sense in some instances. A never say die attitude. And I mean, you have to have that being the size of Marco Stunt with 2 vicious competitors like Santana and Ortiz.
I'll give it to him. You know, just having the courage to step through that curtain and step in there with some of these guys we have on this roster, that takes a lot of heart. But at the end of the day, heart's not the only thing that's going to get a match won.
And Marco trying with those up kicks, but Santana countering with a kick to the outside of the leg. And now the vertical suplex, the stalling vertical suplex, keeping Marco elevated. And look at, I mean, Santana, just amazing posture there. Just standing stone still and trading off with Ortiz.
That comes from carrying all those groceries from the bodega, so they know what's up. They're on top of it. Everyday life is training for these guys.
Now the tag out. Santana once again resumes the vertical suplex, allowing all that blood to drain down to the head of Marco Stunt. You can look how his face is reddening.
Look at that. He's fading. He's fading. This is almost over. Get ready. I'm going to go get my bags packed. I'm ready. Come on. Let's wrap this right here. Right here.
And once again,
One more.
just
Oh my
exchange
God.
it.
It's definitely over.
Look at how red the upper body of Marco Stunt is, and look at how pale his legs are.
That's just basic biology. They're draining.
Oh, Marco
What?
rolls through.
What?
1, 2, no! Santana kicks over into the suplex. Goes over for the second one. And now kicks the legs, looking for 3. Oh, into the vertical suplex once again.
Brilliant. Brilliant right there. Causing some impact on the back, then having the blood drain. These guys, they are just, it's beyond words. They are just intelligent.
Dropping down Marco Stunt. And you have to imagine how disoriented Marco is after being in that upside down position for almost 2 minutes.
He's probably ready to tap.
And now driven into the barricade there is Marco Stunt.
They just need to get him back in the ring, and they're going to put him away, like you put the groceries away when you get back from the bodega.
Ortiz really digging those, using those raking fingernails all across the back of Marco Stunt. Oh, do-si-do there from Jurassic Express.
Oh, no. Boom.
Oh, and just driven together. Ortiz rolls underneath to break the count, but Jurassic Express in a bad way on the outside. Nyla, what can they do to counteract this assault by Proud and Powerful?
At this stage in the game, I think their best option is to just get in the ring, lay down, get pins, and then they can enjoy the rest of their Thanksgiving break. Because right now, Proud and Powerful are just taking it to these guys. Like, what's going to be left of them when this is over? They're clamoring for a victory. They're not going to get it here, and I don't think they're going to get it another night if they just keep taking this punishment.
Oh, Santana Ortiz setting up a couple chairs on the outside. Referee Aubrey Edwards,
Smart and resourceful. That's what these guys are.
Oh! Vicious chop from Santana and a follow-up vicious shot from Ortiz. Jurassic Express both seated in those chairs on the outside. Off the back of Ortiz, the cannonball senton, driving Stunt and Jungle Boy to the floor.
So many names these guys go by. Proud and Powerful, smart and resourceful, dangerous and innovative. The list could go on.
And just Santana throwing himself off his partner's body.
And using his entire body.
And now Marco Stunt being brought to the center as Ortiz sits back in that Boston Crab. You'd have to imagine the leader of the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho, gave Ortiz some pointers on how to properly apply that Lion Tamer.
Definitely. These guys they're a unit. They work so well together. I'm sure they're trading secrets in the back and giving each other pointers and tips and helpful hints and life hacks and all of that.
And Santana and Ortiz already one of the great tag teams, not just here in AEW, but in professional wrestling in general. And then to have a mind like Chris Jericho backing that up, that makes them just that much more dangerous. Marco going for the tag, but Ortiz
because he was aware.
1, 2. Only a 2 count there from referee Aubrey Edwards. Marco rolls underneath, tags out to Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy hits the ring, ducks under the lariat, takes Santana off the apron. Ortiz eats a back elbow, a front elbow, sent to the corner, and Jungle Boy is pissed off. Jungle Boy hits the ropes, lariat threw his entire body into it.
But see, he's wasting time admiring his hair. He needs to do something.
Jungle Boy heading up to the top rope. He's got Ortiz down, but Santana grabbing the leg. Jungle Boy doing everything in his power to fight free. Gets the boot up on Ortiz. Jungle Boy coming off the top, crossbody. 1, 2, no, Ortiz able to kick out. Impressive offensive flurry from Jungle Boy here, but Marco Stunt still on the floor. Jungle Boy's gonna have to go it alone for the foreseeable future until Marco's able to recover.
And that's the brilliance of Proud and Powerful. They've been doing this so long, so much ring awareness, not just of themselves, not just of each other, but of the other team. You take out Marco Stunt, isolate, and overcome. Boom.
Yeah, effectively a handicap match, as they say. Jungle Boy to the ropes. Jungle Boy, though, sends Ortiz to the outside. Bandera sends Santana up and over the top. Right hand blocked by Santana, shoulder to the midsection. Santana goes over the top, looking for a sunset flip. Jungle Boy hanging onto that middle rope for dear life. Now Santana comes in, sunset flip, and now into the prawn hold. 1, no, oh, Marco Stunt coming off the top. I think that might have caught Santana a little bit low. And Marco springing off the back, the DDT drives Ortiz head first into the canvas. And now Jungle Boy with Marco, the ripcord.
Again, good
into
Lord.
the leg drop. 1, 2, no, Santana able to kick out. Marco on instinct alone went for the cover, and I think that might have cost Jurassic Express. And I think that's the inexperience of Marco Stunt and Jungle Boy.
Well, not just that, but they're relying too much on Luchasaurus there for the coaching, for just for everything. They're not as cohesive as Proud and Powerful for sure.
Proud and Powerful, definitely the much more proficient tag team, number 3 in the rankings here. And now Jungle Boy has Santana up on the shoulders. Marco Stunt into the flipping cutter. 1, 2, no, Santana kicks out. What an upset that would have been.
I'm gonna call that one the banana peel, just because I like it.
Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt very nearly coming away with a victory after that banana peel. And now Marco calling for the 450.
Oh, I thought he was saying he had gas. What's going on here?
Ortiz, so we've got the leg of Jungle Boy, sending him into the steps. Now Marco's got to pick his poison. Oh, he went for that Dragon Rana.
He took way too long. He took way.
Oh! Marco flat.
Good God.
The Liger bomb. Oh, the boot. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. That is it. What a victory for Santana and Ortiz.
Here are your winners, Proud and Powerful.
Santana and Ortiz able to bounce back from that loss to Private Party with an impressive victory over Jurassic Express here tonight, continuing the winning ways of the Inner Circle.
Yeah, they bounced back all right. They bounced back like Marco bounced off the mat. Good God.
Santana and Ortiz making an example of Marco Stunt. And now, their Inner Circle stablemate, Sammy Guevara. ABV, always be vlogging, is Sammy Guevara. Coming out with the live stream, celebrating. Oh, now they continue the assault. Continuing to lay in punishment to Jurassic Express.
Hey, but silver lining, now they're going to be internet famous.
That's right, rate, review, and subscribe. Sammy Guevara on YouTube. And And I think business has just picked up here in Chicago.
What is he doing here? Isn't there a animal tamer somewhere?
Sammy Guevara coming in, flips out of the chokeslam attempt. Oh, that question mark kick knocks down Sammy Guevara. Santana walked right into that thrust kick. And now Ortiz charging in, steps over, does, oh, the knee lift. The tape knocks Ortiz back. And Luchasaurus, now the double goozle blocked by Santana Ortiz. Shots to the midsection. Guevara running knee strike.
Okay, now these guys are working together, see.
And the inner circle has no shortage of history with Luchasaurus. Oh, the wild swing and the miss. The tail whip takes down Santana. The roundhouse takes down Guevara. And now Ortiz hooked up. Oh, the choke slam to the moonsault press.
There's nobody to pin. Luchasaurus, stupid dinosaur.
Luchasaurus, the one-man wrecking crew. But you have to imagine he has his sights set on the man that has just emerged.
He needs to have his sights on this tranquilizer dart headed right to the ring in the name of Big Hurt Jake Hager.
The undefeated MMA superstar, the Big Hurt Jake Hager. Backing up Santana Ortiz and Sammy Guevara. Hager and Luchasaurus, will we see them square off? Luchasaurus looking for a fight.
Yeah, well, he's a stupid dinosaur. I mean, they tried to fight meteors. Come on.
And now Hager in the ring. Could this be the night where we see them square off? Not many men can look Jake Hager directly in the eye, but Luchasaurus
literally begging for trouble. And I think he's found it.
Oh, Hager with the lariat. Didn't take Luchasaurus off his feet.
Oh, but neither did that kick.
These two behemoths teeing off on one another. Dead center of the ring. Hager, wild swing and a miss. Luchasaurus got Hager locked up. Hager fighting with all his strength. But Santana and Ortiz overwhelming Luchasaurus. The numbers are just too much. Oh, but look at this. The men that Proud and Powerful will face tomorrow night.
Oh!
The Young Bucks.
I think they kicked the thoughts out of their head. Good Lord.
And now, Luchasaurus has Sammy Guevara up and plants him down. And the super kick party, the exclamation point.
He's got the phone. They've got his phone. That's theft. That is theft of property.
Sammy Guevara, the live stream is still running. And Sammy Guevara, he'll be in action tomorrow night, teaming up with Santana Ortiz to take on the Young Bucks and Dustin Rhodes in our main event on Dynamite. But it seems like Jurassic Express not done with Sammy Guevara just yet.
Oh, this. The Sammy Whammy.
What a way to cap off AEW Dark for myself, Excalibur, and Nyla Rose. Tony Schiavone, we send it back to you in the studio in Atlanta.
Well, the inner circle, Santana and Ortiz, they run in a pretty big circle, and we'll see tomorrow night what happens when they team with Sammy Guevara in six-man tag team action to meet Dustin Rhodes, and the Young Bucks will team for the first time ever on AEW Dynamite, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central Time. We look forward to seeing everybody back here on Dark next week, and hopefully you won't be called into action at ringside, but you're very versatile.
I'm ready for whatever they need me to do. I'm going to wear as many hats as possible.
A lot of things going on in AEW right now, a lot of excitement going on. We're having a great time, I know. A lot of weird things are happening, but I think AEW is right the AEW officials say no more staples in the head.
Nope.
Get that out of the way, right?
I'm hoping I don't ever have to see that happen ever again.
And hopefully they'll do something about the spike pile driver as well from Sean Spears and Tully Blanchard. All right, for Dasha Gonzalez, I'm Tony Schiavone. We'll see you tomorrow night on TNT for AEW Dynamite and next week right here on AEW Dark.